And we are back again, this time for the pre-match review. Here we go. Pre-match review, Huddersfield versus Leicester City tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time. Our second away match of the season. First was Burton about 2 days ago in the Carabao Cup, which we successfully won and proceeded on to round two. But going into the comments, Doc wondered what happened then. Jeff thought the stream froze, and I realized streaming again. Yes, different page. Here we go. Hello again. You already know. So how's it going? But yes, we are here for the pre-match review. Hi from SC Time here. All right. So a quick recap on what has happened over the past couple days into the Carabao Cup against Burton. Obviously, a much more different side. Changes. We did have Stolarczyk starting goal, and apparently with Hemerson picked up an injury, not too major, just will be out for tomorrow's fixture against Huddersfield, but will be available for our next championship match. That will be a week, I think, after tomorrow. Then going on to just pretty much how we played out against Burton. We had possession, but we just didn't produce much. We had Cucinacho playing. He scored the 6th minute, which was great, but not necessarily creating any chances. And I don't know if that's, with our players not taking it, that serious, as far as the fact that we have a game tomorrow and not playing to their 100%. But we also do have players that haven't gotten any opportunity, played against Burton, and definitely showed their capabilities and whether or not they are in the plans of Maresca. But certain players that we did not see. One is Samore, which we can pretty much already write down that he will be leaving. I don't see any, necessary, or I don't see really anything that he could do for us that would be a necessity that we need. So yeah, I'm pretty much just writing that off, and Samore is gone. Going off the pre-match conference that happened for this coming match, Maresca did say he wants to include about 4 more players, and that includes players leaving as well. So Samore is definitely one. Others have been, apparently Vestergaard has some interest with other clubs. Hopefully he leaves. I mean, I think he'll start, but hopefully, we find a different player. Connor Cody apparently is out for, I think, 7 to 10 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is a massive blow. I don't know if that means we'll keep Suter, but like I said before, Suter compared to Vestergaard, much quicker, much stronger, I think. I don't know whether how height goes, but definitely will go for the ball and pace. That's the one thing that we need the most, is pace. There were numerous times against Coventry where we had breakaways, and thankfully those players just didn't know how to finish. But they were breakaways where any Premier League striker who had that chance would have made it, and it would have cost us. So yeah, it certainly comes down to whether we have to go with Vestergaard, or if we can actually, if Maresca can actually look at Suter and at least try him out for one half. But if Connor Cody is out for 7 to 10 weeks, then, we got to bring someone in if Suter is not available. Going into please don't sell Nacho. Also, why is Maresca rate Vestergaard? I don't know. That's the one thing that we're still trying to figure out. Cucinacho, I think after these previous 2 matches, with working with Maresca, I think he has, gained interest once more to stay with us and try to get us back up into the Premier League. In which, honestly, if he stays with us, we should offer a contract extension, and certainly, within the next couple of years, man, make our captain, because he has been so loyal to us over the years under Brendan Rodgers. Did not even start a couple matches, but still, whenever he came on, would give his 100% and is still with us now. So that certainly does mean something. Samore get out, yes, without a doubt. To think clubs like Man United wanted Samore, and now look at him. Honestly, over the past 2 seasons, I would always defend Samori as far as, saying, let's give him a chance. He has a talent. But clearly at the end of last season, we did see his flaws where it's just pure laziness, wouldn't come back. If he lost the ball, wouldn't even care about it. No. Would you take Armando Broja on loan? That's a good question. I don't know. Unless there's an option to buy, I probably wouldn't. Certainly I want players, if we're going to loan players in, then certainly get an option to buy. Because we want players that are going to be part of a project that, obviously isn't just now, but is for the future. And if we get promoted to the Premier League, only a certain few can we bring on loan without any option to buy. Apparently we are getting Casede, the Italian player from Chelsea, had his medical today and will be announced sometime soon, maybe this weekend, who knows. But that will be a player where apparently there is no option to buy, but he's on loan for us for the rest of the season. So we'll see what happens with him. He used to be the future Conte. I kind of felt bad for the guy. Honestly, I felt bad too for Samora. He was quick. He had those instances where no one could catch him, but just the laziness and just not really improving kind of crept up on him. And, it just, as much as you feel bad for him, it's what's best for the team and where we want to go next season. Looking at the current table at the moment, just showing you guys where we stand. Currently, Watford have 3 points because they scored most goals, majority of goals in that first match week, and we're currently in 7th. So certainly this week is where that begins to break apart, and teams that win obviously will go to a much higher place. But going into Huddersfield, 22nd. So I don't know how many teams get relegated. Is it 3 or 4 from the championship? I think it's 3, right? Or 2. I don't know. But Huddersfield lost their last 2 matches. So at this moment of time, their season had been all losses. And if you look at their match against Plymouth, a lot of defensive mistakes, easy defensive mistakes, where if we play our cards right and we play much, much better, or per se the same as we played when Kieran Dewsbury-Hall scored those 2 goals during those last 20 minutes, we will just blow Huddersfield away, massively away. So just to show you guys what I'm talking about, here are the goals that Plymouth scored on Huddersfield, and you just see it's just clueless defending from Huddersfield. Just putting that there, and let's play it. Oh, playing it there, and just showing you guys. So if you see there, clearly just they don't know where they're heading the ball, and obviously Plymouth taking advantage of that and scoring. But later on, we have like a Messi kind of play. Like literally Messi, like taking on players. I'll just show you right here. I think from the half field. But yeah, right here. Literally takes on like what? 8 players? Literally making his way through Huddersfield, not doing anything about it. Like what kind of goal? Insane. Like where were the defenders? And like if that is how Huddersfield defend, then certainly, Mavidini's going to have a field day, against these players. So let's see what happens. But yeah, their defending is not best, certainly not better than Coventry. I'll tell you that. But yeah, not the best of starts for Huddersfield, which we can. But yeah, that's pretty much Huddersfield for you at the moment. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it all in the comments section below. But going on into the comments, what you guys say? Casere won the Golden Ball and was top scorer for U21 or something. Yeah, apparently he's a really, really highly ranked player, especially in the U21s for Italy. I think, we'll see what he can offer. Based off his highlights, there's some things there from there that kind of interest me, but I have to see him play and see what he can do to our squad and how he can benefit us. But what do you think the lineup will be? Yes, so I'll get to that soon. Would you say Ward, Samori, Castagna, maybe even Pratt could go? Hopefully not that. Yes, if anything, I'd rather, Samori, I want him to leave. Castagna, I want to leave. Pratt, if he leaves, we need a playmaker. Clearly, that's one position that we have been lacking, which we lacked the first half against Coventry, where we had no playmaker. We were playing on the sides, and it wasn't really producing anything. We need someone on number 10 to play that, middle position like Madison did. And I think the closest player to that at the moment is Dennis Pratt. So I see him starting tomorrow against Huddersfield. I feel bad for Daka too. We'll see. We'll see what happens, what Maresca has in plan for Daka. I think based on how Vardy is going at the moment, his pace obviously is not there. He's playing a different kind of style now. He can't be making those runs. And maybe if Maresca can somehow fit Daka into that role for Vardy, he'll definitely be, a huge benefit. But obviously, if he can't, then there's really no other option than to let him go. Apparently, Everton want him. We'll see what happens. But yes, going on into my starting 11, what I want to see against Huddersfield tomorrow, and that begins with the formation that we went, and that is a 4-3-3. I don't have these goalkeepers, the players that you don't see here, that are, or the positions that don't have a player. On goal, it's Stolarczyk. He doesn't have a what's it called, a foot card, whatever you call it. So I couldn't find it, but I do want Stolarczyk there on goal. At goal, Emerson's injured, won't be available till our next match after tomorrow. And the back line, James Justin, Callum Doyle, Fass, and Ricardo Pereira. Now, like I said, we need pace, especially in the center backs. So Vestergaard, numerous times against Coventry, was outrun. So we need to keep someone who has the pace, and I think Doyle fits the description. Suter, as much I put him on, but realistically speaking, I don't think Maresca's going to put him on. Fass, of course, another player who has much faster pace than Vestergaard, and then Ricardo Pereira on the right. Now, Castagna, I'm completely scrapping off because obviously, as we know, his mind is not with the team. He wants to leave, so not even give him a chance. Christensen is back, though, so that could be one thing that we could see. Perhaps he'll start, or perhaps, hopefully he goes with James Justin and he comes on second half. The midfield, the same thing, except no Ndidi. Though he scored against Burton, I think Dennis Pratt, his position, his abilities is much more important to have to start with, and that is, obviously playmaking and all that. So having Dennis Pratt in the midfield alongside Harry Winks, also player giving great passes, and of course our goal scorer at the moment, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. Left wing, no debate whatsoever. Mavididi starting that left spot, and like I said with Huddersfield, if their defense is as bad as it looks, and as you guys saw, he will have a field day against Huddersfield. So really hyped to see what happens there. Cliccianacho needs to be there, obviously. Strong, strength, can hold the ball, can wait for help. Mavididi. And on the right, I'm going to have Casey McAteer. McAteer, I said it before, his just ability has improved drastically compared to the last two seasons. Much more confident, and just needs much more game time to gain much more confidence. And you do see just a skillful player there who has pace, who can certainly cause danger for the opponent's defense. But let me know what you guys think regarding this formation and lineup. Who did I miss? Who should be playing? Leave it all in the comment section below. But going off into your comments, Daka still has a chance to score goals. He hasn't really played yet. Yeah, I hope so. I hope Maresca gives him a chance to see, what he can do. Doyle and Casady have no buy option. This is a problem. We need proper signings. I agree. Doyle, I still have to see, what is what he can kind of bring us. Like, we have seen something, but not yet convinced. I could perhaps let that go if Doyle were just to be a loan option, with no option to buy. I'm fine with that. Kasady too. We'll have to see. But players, what I mean, like, the right wing. Apparently, we're in talks with a player from Palace. I think it's Raisaka, who is, I've seen his highlights, just really, really good. I certainly wouldn't want there to be a loan with no option to buy. If we get him, we must have an option to buy, because he's really good, really pacey, and certainly would be a great addition if we were to get him. Thomas Christensen will be back too soon. Justin has a battle for that left back spot. I agree. Certainly with his injury that he had last season, getting back into shape and just seeing what he can do. James Justin, of course, knows how to play with his wingers, those 1-2s, and creates really, really good opportunities. Harry Winks really doing well so far. I think all the signings are to be fair. Yeah. I think so too. There hasn't been yet a signing that I could say was a waste. Maresca obviously knows what he's doing, and just with the signings and just knowing all that. Just give me one. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, those are the starting 11 that I want to see. Hopefully, we do see. If not, then at least most of them. Just taking that out. And finally, going into score predictions. So, as we all saw, if you guys saw, Huddersfield not doing too well. Us knowing how we play, coming from a two-game victory back to back. Can we make it 3? Possibly. So I'd say 3-0. 3-0 easily. And actually, our previous match against Huddersfield away was back in 2019, where we won 4-1. So who knows? It could be the same, could be more, could be less, but it's the points that matter. But anyways, that's all I have for against Huddersfield. Let me know what you guys think. Anything that I missed, comments regarding transfers, regarding our previous match against Burton, leave it all in the comment section below. And of course, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.